The versatile aircraft of the utility squadron perform a wide range of tasks for land formations. Whether a single utility helicopter is tactically employed for emergency combat resupply, or a large formation executes an air mobile operation, a land commander has the support of a highly mobile aerial platform. The utility squadron is similar to the observation squadron in its communications, liaison officer structure, capabilities for camouflage and defense, movement, and limitations. The repetitive details of these will not be restated in this production. The utility squadron is organized into a squadron headquarters, 2 aircraft flights, a servicing flight, and an administrative flight. The personnel structure of the squadron comprises pilots, flight engineers, aircraft technicians, combat support, and combat service support personnel. Its equipment includes 24 helicopters and approximately 60 wheeled vehicles. The squadron's level of self-sufficiency is normally limited to first-line administrative and aircraft servicing support. It is capable of deploying as a self-sufficient unit and carries a 3-day basic load of combat supplies, including aviation fuel. The squadron is normally located in the division administrative area and functions in support of the division as a whole. Elements could, however, be grouped with a forward brigade for a specific task, such as a troop lift or a resupply mission. The squadron subunits can be readily deployed to conform to the ground and to the available concealment, and can establish a forward tactical base to support its aircraft when undertaking a continuous long-term tasking. The aircraft operates anywhere up to the forward edge of the battle area, where tactical flying techniques are necessary to ensure aircraft survival and mission accomplishment. Operations can be conducted beyond the FIBA, but because of the high risk involved, these should be the exception rather than the rule. When flying in the area from the rear of the forward brigades to the FIBA, the air crew will generally rely on contour flying techniques to enhance survivability. Here, the pilot flies at a low altitude generally conforming to the contours of the ground. The flight is characterized by varying altitudes and constant airspeed. The role of a utility squadron is to provide the division with tactical and logistic lift, including the movement of infantry, anti-armor teams, aerial emplacement of scatterable mines and ground sensors, reconnaissance and engineer parties, combat resupply, and support to forward replenishment operations, command, liaison, and communications assistance, as well as aeromedical evacuation. It also provides the aerial transport for air mobile operations and the lift of fire support elements. Utility helicopters can be armed for self-defense and suppressive fire against ground targets during air mobile operations. However, this significantly reduces the lift capability of the helicopter. Blocking forces may be inserted into areas not readily accessible to ground forces, and forward defensive elements may be augmented with anti-armor teams equipped with anti-tank guided missiles. Utility helicopters can be used to dispense scatterable mines in a combat zone. Filled mine dispensers are picked up from an ammunition point, and a minefield can be quickly laid to counter enemy movement. Unattended ground sensor stations may be rapidly emplaced on difficult terrain. Engineer reconnaissance teams and other elements can cover distances by helicopter in a fraction of the time required on foot or by vehicle. Engineer teams can be quickly moved to prepare bridge demolitions, road craters, and other barrier tasks. In an urgent situation, the resupply of forward units can be accomplished by utility helicopters. Critical supplies such as ammunition, engineer stores, and fuel can be picked up at service battalion locations or from delivery or replenishment points and delivered rapidly to an administrative or fighting echelon. The squadron may be tasked to transport replenishment items for the attack squadron's forward arming and refueling point. They may also be involved in its initial deployment and subsequent relocation. Command and liaison missions provide commanders and staff with the means of rapid transit in the execution of battle procedure, facilitating face-to-face command. An unmodified helicopter can provide a commander with a limited airborne command post capability, while a specially equipped aircraft can provide a complete command post facility. While the task of casualty evacuation lies primarily with the Corps Air Ambulance Squadrons, the squadron's utility helicopters can be employed for aeromedical evacuation of patients. This function would be performed as part of the return portion of a resupply or other mission. There is no unit in the division that cannot be supported by the utility squadron. Its helicopters can quickly move troops, supplies, and equipment about the battlefield, completely unfettered by obstacles and terrain. It provides a commander with a unique form of support during all phases of the battle.